Here we go. The warrior sigil. Was beginning to think this one would never show his face. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
A fellow student of death, to have confronted monstrous Typhon with such zeal. My kin insisted that I act upon the violence spiraling out of control, and I do wish to see your prowess, so here, a first of many contributions to the cause.
The will to fight. A boon.
By that abhorrent monster Typhon. It is more than a threat. It is an insult. I control the seasons, yet he dares smother our mountain in his foul storm.
I choose otherwise.
As you wish.
Looks valuable, Rocky. Well done. More coming. In you go. Hooked one. It's a soul belly. Shall we cross blades again? In the name of Hades. I see. There. Chip away, Rocky. Nicely done.
Got here as quickly as I could.
She marked that one for me. heart.
Good evening.
Artemis.
We've bigger problems on Olympus than we counted on, I hear. Our worst fears realized and so on. You'd think I'd be more capable of tracking prey that's Typhon size.
You were tracking Kronos, me perhaps. But if it's any consolation, finding Typhon ought to be quite easy at this point. Bringing him down, less so.
I'll take your word for it. My father's much too proud to call me back to aid in our defense. Says I'm still needed here. If he wants Typhon to himself so badly, he can have him. Here's what I have. My mark is yours. Farewell for now.
Feels even sturdier. Away. I reached the summit of Olympus finally. They're fighting back against Typhon himself. Perhaps you knew already. He's quite enormous, yes. I'll take it.
War cannot endure should supply lines be disrupted for too long, so I am ever grateful for your boatman, as I'd not have reached you now if not for him.
Peace can wait.
You found me. A frightful night. Cold and dark and everything. You've spoken certain vows, and as the moon is our witness, I too have spoken mine. Now we may clash in earnest, finally.
In earnest? So you have been holding back against me. You said you'd push me to my limits and beyond.
Our limits grow along with us. I know mine well enough by now. Do you know yours? I am eager to find out for myself.
The dark side.
time, you never could have stopped me had I used dark side against you thus.
She still held something back. I can use this.
Having revealed more of her vast experience, the Witch of the Crossroads leaves the Princess of the Dead to contemplate the limits of the knowledge she has gained.
She must know so much.
Scheming girl. How unsanitary. No victories upon the surface as of yet. It appears you have two hopeless goals rather than one.
I've only one, and hope has nothing to do with it. I may not be able to stop you yet, but neither can you stop me. You've tried.
You have been more resistant than some members of your family, I admit. Well then, see where your scattered ventures to the surface or these depths shall ultimately lead.
We'll both see. Which keepsake now? Onward, Rocky. The Room of Oceanus.
What are we ever going to do about our poor summit? That ugly Typhon made it all the way out here, and he's been ruining everything. Well, we are not going to let him walk all over us. Sure.
Rocky fetch. Good job. Worth a shot.
Probably just Laurel coming back to fawn all over you again, right, man? Hey.
I spoke to Echo about you. Said you didn't mean to hurt her, though perhaps I shouldn't have. She responded in her usual way, but I could tell something happened. You broke her heart.
She broke her own heart. They always fall for people who don't love them back. Anyway, I'm sure she'll find someone who thinks she's awesome. Plenty of fish in the sea.
Yes, I've noticed. So, has anybody ever fallen out of love with you? Or do they all end up in the morning fields, pining for you for eternity?
All I know is no one's ever loved me as much as me. They're all too busy feeling sorry for themselves to really care, you know? You can't love someone if you can't love yourself. Thanks for coming by.
make you use that beak. Well done. Oh no. Not really dead, are you? Hear me, on my authority. This feeling, oh. Fish.
In constant motion. Blues and
That's a bite. This is a stockfin. To chaos.
Does there remain a place for beauty and for objects of desire in a world such as this? The goddess Aphrodite must think so, and you work now as allies. I believe it a worthwhile cause. This world was born of a certain desire, after all.
Rocky fetch. Thanks, little one. Message. Better.
Look, everyone! Oh, you know this is a reputable venue, lady, and we do impose a dress code at the door. Oh, but you come barging in, looking like hell.
You sea dwellers are not so welcoming to strangers in your habitat. Thus, I'm a bit unkempt. And a bit low on patience.
Got that old sinking feeling, huh? Then let's not keep her waiting any longer, gals. Welcome to our show!
flame spreads. The Siren's Ready room. Big drop. Come on, Mel. What are you waiting for? Mourners.
See the size of that terrible Typhon, my niece? It has been so long since last we fought that I dare say he's grown still larger in the intervening time. And sneakier as well. All of that shaking here, much from him.
Something else?
All right.
I accept this gift. This is my father's realm. Flourish. Just try and take my blood. Shiver. Phantoms be gone. In the name of Hades. Desolation. Fetch, Rocky. Good job. Echo. Hey, about Narcissus.
About Narcissus. About Narcissus. About Narcissus.
I don't know what he was like back when you met, but he has a certain vanity about him that perhaps dulls his other senses a bit. When we speak, it's often like I'm not even there.
I'm not even there. Not even there. Not even there.
let me know somehow if there's anything I could get you or do for you one of these nights. At least it seems safe here. For now, I hope this nectar is enough.
This nectar is enough, is enough, is enough.
Miasma. Grow golden once again. Lend me your light.
That foolish titan. He has awakened Typhon, the most terrible monstrosity that ever lived. They still bear my scars from when we first clashed very long ago. Together, we did vanquish him before. We shall have to manage it again. A goddess may cross your path. Phase shift.
Come on out. We did it, Rocky.
Good news is we can now be sure what Gramps had planned for us, but bad news is it's Typhon and he's big. But my pop stopped him once, so how hard could it be?
Two down.
Yes!
Lion ruin. Adequate. Could get going now. Back to the dust. get you someplace safe. There. In the name of Hades.
From the heavens themselves.
I know you're angry. Believe me, so am I. Just getting started. Tormenting him, are you? You shades, leave him alone.
After some thought, ferocious Cerberus decides not to devour the princess.
Return now to your master and abode. You don't belong here. I can show you to a better place. See you in the crossroads. As planned. Out of the fields, at least. Ow! Gold. to help.
The vengeful princess once more finds herself within a groaning old official passageway to Tartarus. Perhaps the very place her Titan foe used to escape his eons of imprisonment.
Crawled up from the lowest depths, did he? Unseen. Kronos awaits. Ever-shifting chambers, realign.
Anybody sensible would flee from Tartarus, not barge right in.
Satyrs. I think not. Father?
Three-headed Cerberus eyes every surface of the chamber, all at once.
Father, I'm afraid the matter on Olympus is more dire than we thought. For Kronos reawakened Typhon, who is very, very large, and dead set on destroying the palace of Zeus.
Such a predictable and reckless action on the Titan's part. Although your Uncle Zeus may not be quite as spry as when he and that monster previously clashed.
You don't seem so surprised. How did you all defeat Typhon before? I've never fought something like him.
Nor should you fight something like him, daughter. Let Zeus clean up his mess. His thunderbolt proved quite effective in the past. Although you'd think that an embodiment of storms and rage would be immune.
I'm not about to abandon our family to face this threat on their own.
Then you're in the wrong place. For if you think thwarting the Titan shall stop Typhon in turn, you're wrong. A monster such as that cannot be controlled. Go, see for yourself. Fine, but you cannot stay.
Few more chambers still. My staff. Fetch that, please, Rocky. Nicely done. gold coins. The vermin answer. Traitorous wretch. Lord Ares, I know mortal warriors often would make offerings to you before their battles to the death. I likewise wish to pay you my respects. No mercy for our foes.
I shall not take such honors without giving in return, especially from one who understands my work. A living weapon such as you ought to have this.
This I accept from you, my lord. Olympus, I accept this message. Something there.
I love it.
My heart.
If you are wondering whether that icy chill you feel in the air is mine, it is.
Well, here we go. Now she's upset.
Granddaughter. Merely a little disappointed at the moment.
Felt that. I do have gold to spare. This is it. Ah. Hear me, on my authority.
At last.
Yes. I'm home.
The fates cannot help you now. I understand your latest vainglorious attempt to reclaim Olympus for the gods did not pan out. Perhaps in the moment you witnessed the father of all monsters and all his terrifying stature, you at last understood your folly.
You awakened that monstrosity and call me vainglorious? Typhon is not going to take orders from you or anyone. He'll have nothing left to rule over if he has his way.
No, you gods shall have nothing left to rule over if he has his way, and I mine. Typhon may not be the negotiating type, but we need no agreement to pursue the same result.
For what you did to me.
Duke, I shall remember that, my son.
you're the one who's learned nothing, despite all the time you've had to think on it.
Oh, on the contrary, I know change is inevitable with time. The only question is, which sort? This I shall not forget.
You're gone. Such power. All right, brother.
The ancient mirror of night, that conduit of dark primordial power from before time took hold, lies forgotten amid the myriad possessions of the captive underworld prince.
An ordinary mirror, nothing more. To the abyss of the subconscious, I descend. It worked. Not going there. Night and darkness guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
She looks a bit like Mother, doesn't she? Which means... oh, blast. I never thought... I look just like him then. Only without the beard. Ugh. Ah. Hi there, Melinoë. My investigation into our grandfather's scheming is underway, though difficult to make good progress without telling anybody what I'm up to. Don't take this the wrong way, but this truly is your only idea.
Yes, I don't think I can stop Kronos here. Even Olympus is stuck trying to keep his forces at bay. And he's far too hateful and hard-headed to stop on his own.
That's our family for you. Father certainly has no love for Kronos, but he never speaks of him. Do you happen to know what went over between them to have made things this bad?
You're in a better position to ask our father about that than I am. Kronos was a tyrant, and his children wouldn't have it. The Fates themselves deemed that the gods should rule. But that apparently wasn't enough for him.
So now you want me to stop him for you? I mean, for us. I've had mixed experiences vanquishing certain members of our family before, but that wasn't forever. And you've said next to nothing about how you expect me to do it.
Look, I have knowledge of an incantation known as dissolution of time. It requires several complicated steps I shall explain along the way. If it works, it should unravel him.
Unravel him? That's a little vague for me, unless Kronos turns out to be a spool of yarn. Can you be more specific?
Unmake him. Destroy his ambitions along with him. Undo all the harm he caused. A threefold family bond is required. You, me, and Kronos. Then we shall infuse a special weapon with the negation of his very being. I'll get into that later.
Well, great. I think you cleared everything up. Though I'll admit I don't like having to kill our family members just because Father doesn't know how to get along with them.
You would blame Father in all this? Blast. Kronos is starting to revive. I have to go. Keep searching for any sign of him. And remember, this is for all of us.
I will, and I understand, I think. We didn't ask to be born into this, but it's what we got. We'll handle it as best we can.
That's right. Thank you, brother. Take care of yourself. And be kind to Mother, Father, Cerberus, and all for me. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now. From out of the abyss. Got him again. But we're not finished yet, are we?
And so I say,
Begone, accursed witch. I have occupied this grove for eons, long before your pitiable tent came to rest upon it.
oh, hey, Mel.
I see the two of you have met. Lord Moros, Dora speaks the truth as always. She's been here longer than I have, if you can believe it.
I can indeed, for I know an old soul when I see one. It's a pleasure to meet you, Dora. Do let me know if I can be of service in some way.
Count on it, Horns. Now then.
I bid your leave.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Interesting.
Hooray.
I'll just clean this up.
How'd that get there? Great job last night, babe. Is that what you want to hear? Well, tough, because you won't be hearing it from me. Other than that one time.
As much as I probably would appreciate the occasional bit of encouragement from you now that you mention it, Eris, I know it's not your tendency. I was just checking up on you.
Aw, thanks. Whenever you accomplish something important, it's like you're putting a knife right in my heart. Though, good to know you'll come around and check up on my corpse.
Oh, don't be so dramatic.
Shut up!
Once there was an administrative chamber in the underworld, where shades kept careful track of each detail, a trade a few such souls as yet pursue.
Surely such efforts were rewarded handsomely. Salutations. Artemis.
Fancy running into you again. Good, there you are. I'm late getting back, but couldn't bring myself to leave before you were up and about again. How are you feeling?
Considering the Titan of Time almost sliced me in two last night with a scythe twice my size that cuts through the air itself, I could be worse. Thank you for waiting up for me.
Of course. I like what you've done to this place. It's like a proper war camp now. With a taverna, hot springs. I ought to stop in more often. Shine on without me for now.
Shine on yourself.
You showed that wretch again. You prevailed in your attempt, but our enemy is time itself, and 'twould seem that he is not prepared to abdicate his stolen throne as yet.
I often fought back feelings that this task would be impossible, but we're getting somewhere, aren't we?
Impossibility tends to be transient. Time would wear us down, but with patience, we can withstand him until our night arrives at last.
Patience, then.
Whilst I appreciate the gesture and the drink, it is entirely unneeded on your part. Have I not conditioned you to resist the temptations of unspoken contracts such as this?
I know not to expect anything in return, Headmistress. The act of giving needs to be sufficiently rewarding in itself. And please believe me that it is with you. Lady Medea.
Good evening. So many more shades of the dead now linger here. And the earthy aroma, quite unlike before. These crossroads changed since last I visited.
Welcome back to the abode, Lady Medea. What brings you here? And will you be staying with us for a little while?
No, I am great Hecate's eyes upon the surface. But the night is young, and I've business with the broker there. A surplus of bones to exchange. See you above and below, sorceress.
See you. Together we shine.
Together we shine.
Back from Tartarus. You and the goddess Artemis make quite a force out there by all accounts. And you sing together beautifully at that. Olympus sent her to check up on us then, eh?
I think so, yes. But I have complete trust in her, if that's what you're wondering. She tells Olympus no more than they need to know to rest assured about our partnership.
She is by nature rather cautious, isn't she? Well, for my part, I'm pleased you have in her not just an ally, but a friend.
For my part, too.
You know, I journeyed far and wide throughout my mortal days, meeting great mortals and even greater gods, but never could I have imagined ending up here, only to receive such a handsome gift from one such as you.
They say life takes strange turns, and so apparently does death, Odysseus. Whatever the fates may have in store, I hope you'll always be nearby to lend your counsel.
Well, I do like to travel, but I think you'll always know where to find me. Cheers for the nectar. Should last me through whatever hard times are to come.
I've run into Lord Hermes at the summit of Olympus, making preparations against Typhon with the rest. Have you been able to cross paths with him? So, not for very long. Nightmare on offer. I'll take the special.
Fresh reagents.
May my intent be true. Up you go.
Keen eye.
Garlic there?
Grow strong. What say the ashes? So that's it. There we are. Visions of darkness.
All hail our victorious princess of the underworld! Must think you're pretty tough by now, don't you? Beating Kronos or whoever down again and again. But are you pushing yourself to the fullest, or taking it easy?
Few would consider the task of vanquishing the Titan of Time to be an easy one, Commander. Though I take your meaning. The Oath of the Unseen beckons.
Come on, use it. My disciples and I are practically daring you. You'll get to spruce up your nocturnal arms, we'll get to see what happens. Win-win.
Unless I fail.
You? Come on.
Good shade, you made it here. Much better off here than the morning fields. Show the Commander. Below, the path to Tartarus. Above, the way to Olympus. Another testament awaits. for the realm. By will of night. The hilt.